Hey Pisces, intuitive soul coach here with your October 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, or even signing up for the monthly newsletter, you can find all of that information in the description box below your video. All right, welcome. This is good for any placement of Pisces in your chart. Now, what you don't see coming in the month of October is something is moving forward in matters of the heart. Now, this could be a decision. This could be travel for some of you. I do feel that you're getting something off the ground here. It could be physically. You could be traveling by air. For others of you, you could be upgrading, getting a new vehicle, maybe getting work done to enhance a vehicle as well. Some of you could even be getting a new bike. I'm getting Roomba. Roomba, is that a vacuum cleaner? Some of you may be vacuuming, cleaning, organizing, going through items. So I definitely feel like there is momentum and energy to get things done this month. But at the same time, I'm getting it's like a spring cleaning, out with the old, in with the new. And they're showing me here a broomstick as well, which is the month of October if you're celebrating, Halloween. But I feel like this is a broomstick that smells like cinnamon. So some of you could be getting a broomstick that smells like cinnamon, or maybe you're sweeping your floors and it smells like cinnamon in your home. Please take that as it resonates. But this is a really beautiful, unexpected energy to usher in as we navigate through a new season. Now you have here the feather card showing up in the recent past. This is all about divine guidance. So Pisces, I feel like you've been doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of inner questions. You've been asking yourself, am I on the right path? How can I grow? What do I need to do that's best for me? How can I listen to my body? So I feel like you have been doing a lot for yourself, which is good. And if you haven't, I feel like you're moving towards that direction. Now, when it comes to matters of the heart, a lot of you have been praying for a soulmate, praying for someone to contact you, praying for a new beginning. And you have here in the present month of October, you have the leaves. This is all about a gradual shift. And for those of you that are celebrating the fall equinox, I feel like October is going to be a really beautiful month for some great changes to occur in matters of the heart, because in your near future, you do have the knotted rope. This is all about lasting commitment. And Pisces, I believe you're the first sign to get this card. And so this is about long-term growth, longevity, stability, partners that may be here for, a long time to come, if not the rest of your time here on earth. This can also be about friendships that are very strong, very stable. You could be attracting new soul tribe that is here to stay, here for the long run. I feel like you are definitely moving forward in matters of the heart. And a lot of you you're clearing up some old wounds. You could also be, like I said, doing some fall cleaning, or just kind of clearing the air. There could be an important conversation that you have with someone. There could be family coming to visit that you haven't seen in a while, or some of you may even run into a friend. But I feel like you are making way for some new changes. You're healing the heart. You could be healing from some disappointment. Some of you have been praying for a miracle because you've been going through some ups and downs. And I also get, for some of you, this lasting commitment is you choosing you. Pisces, if you've struggled with another person, I feel like you're going to choose you this time, where maybe in the past you've always chose the other person. Now we do have here the 9 of Pentacles showing up. So a lot of independence coming in here in the recent past, a lot of strength within yourself. Now you have the moon, so there is a little bit of uncertainty about what your next steps are. That's why you've been praying. Some of you have been really diving into your spiritual side. You may have been looking at, watching a lot of tarot videos, or pulling your own cards, working with crystals or runes. For others of you, you could have went on a spiritual or healing retreat. I'm getting here ayahuasca as well. So some of you could be really working on healing some of the old traumas and old wounds, regardless of relationship status. Now, I am getting here silver lining. So there's a silver lining coming out, and that's what you don't see coming. That's why you have the wheel, because you don't realize that something is actually turning out better than expected, or you do receive that miracle that you've been asking for. And you're coming out of a place of grief is what I feel here. Your final outcome, 5 of Cups in reverse. You're definitely coming out of a place of grief because you're starting off here with the 5 of Swords. So you have double 5 energy showing up here for you. And so maybe a lot of pointing fingers, a lot of he said, she said, a lot of back and forth. If you have someone close to your heart, or if this is a lover, if this is a family member, it could even be a child, there may have been a lot of back and forth, just arguments, difficulty, some conflict. But what you're realizing here is you were wounded, and your inner child may be throwing a little bit of a tantrum with someone else's inner wounded child. And you're realizing this, and you can see on the illustration, they're both pointing fingers. It looks like they're yelling, they're angry, they're not agreeing. 5 of Swords can be winning at all costs, needing to have the last word. This can also be, if you are single, I feel like you struggle at times to connect with other people. And that 5 of Swords, that little girl or little boy within you feels rejected, just wants to be seen, heard, valued, and loved. I feel like that's what you are releasing, is the tension. Okay, if there's been tension, you're definitely releasing this. And it's going to feel more like a gradual shift, Pisces, than it is an overnight shift. So it's something that you will work on and continue, excuse me, to work on. And it could be for some of you working on how you communicate, working on how you respond to the way someone communicates with you. I'm getting communication is a biggie here as my throat chakra is activated, and you've been praying for a miracle. And because you have the Leaves card, I do feel if there was communication that was stalled, or if someone wasn't speaking to you here, I feel like you're coming back together this month. Now, the challenge for you is to open up the heart. This is you, your energy, Cups. King of Cups here is someone who is typically very loving, very compassionate, very loyal. But when he shows up as the challenge, it can be difficult for us to embrace our hearts. It can be difficult at times to get in touch with our emotions, whether this is you or someone around you, Pisces. I feel like you are emotionally distant until you feel that you are in a safe spot or environment to be able to express yourself without being judged or without fingers being pointed at you. Okay, because sometimes it feels like someone just is going against the grain. They may disagree with everything that you have to say, or they may not like what you're wearing, or they may not like how you said something, or how late you were, or whatever it may be. I feel like there's a lot of conflict, and it could be because someone around you is struggling with their wounds as well. I feel like someone is having a difficult time processing some emotions, and they may lash out at you, or it may feel at times like you're not quite sure what to do when this person is having a little bit of that tantrum, because it makes you feel left out, right? King of Cups showing up here as the challenge as well. I feel like there could be a lot of drama around you, and you just want to kind of avoid that. You want to stay in your place of calm, but sometimes it's hard to avoid the drama if it's happening within the home. I'm also getting here, some of you may have conflict between a partner or a lover or a family member and a child. It may be a child that isn't someone's father or mother. Okay. It could also be, if you have any children that are split between homes, they may act different when they come to your home after they've been there as well. That could be a struggle for some of you, because I am getting children energy here for some of you. Now, what's below you, Pisces? You have here the Page of Pentacles. It is in reverse. So when this Page of Pentacles does show up, this is about grounding yourself in reality. And I feel like there could have been an escapism is kind of what I'm getting. Someone around you may like to escape. They may be in their own inner world at times with this Page of Pentacles. This is all about wanting to manifest some new opportunities, but it feels like this energy is a little bit immature. So whether this is someone around you that should act, I don't want to say should act their age, but they may not have the emotional capability to understand or deal or process some of the pain that they've gone through. For others of you, you wanted to do what was best for your own children. And there's that child energy that I'm getting here. So maybe there was some instability within the family dynamic in the past, the deep, deep past, where you almost felt like you had to overcompensate is what I feel. You had to help someone heal through their stuff, or you tried to do your best to help someone grieve or go through a difficult time or a difficult period. But what you're realizing now is this person can only come to that energy level if they are willing to. We can't force anyone to meet us at the energy level that we are at. And for others of you, I feel like you're healing some of those, your own childhood stuff that tends to kind of creep up out of nowhere. What you don't see coming is you're moving forward. Some of you are physically moving. You may be moving to a hometown. You may be looking at maybe a childhood home. Some of you may actually pass a home that you used to live in, is what I'm seeing here as well. You could also be having memories of a pet. There could be an environment or a home where you had buried a pet. Some of you may even live by cemeteries. Okay, interesting energy. Let's see. In the past here, you do have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who is independent, right? It is showing up in the upright. So if there were any codependent energies going on, I feel like you are releasing them in the recent past. You're standing on your own 2 feet. You are relying on yourself. Even if you're in a relationship, this is a good space to be, because it means that you are your own individual person and you can both show up to the relationship in a stronger way when you are carrying and holding. This is pre-Empress as well. So I feel like you're doing things to create a life that is luxurious and good for you, for your family, and for anyone that comes into your world, especially if you're single. Now, when this Nine of Pentacles shows up, I feel like a lot of you are working on your security, feeling secure within your own skin, feeling secure within a relationship, trusting the decisions that you make are for your highest good. And some of you have struggled because maybe you were not seen or heard, or in your childhood, you were belittled for decisions that you have made. Maybe people didn't understand you. You felt a little bit left out. And I feel like you've grown into this very wise energy, wise person. And I feel like you're creating a life of bliss for you and those around you. But there could be some uncertainties as you move forward here, because things could happen quite quickly for you this month. You have the Moon card. You can see here that she is laying underneath the moon, and that moon is lighting the path in order for her to kind of reflect a little bit. There is reflection. And so when the moon shows up, I feel like it's important for you to pay attention to your intuition, because some things from your subconscious could be showing back up. So if you have any suppressed or unhealed wounds, especially from the past here or childhood, it's important for you to feel them, heal them, and release them. But also trust and embrace in the unknown, because Spirit has your back here, Pisces. So even though you may not know how something is going to turn out for you, I feel with this Three of Pentacles, you're going to continue working on a relationship or continue self-development within yourself. I mean, I'm getting a lot of energy about you working on you. So this could also be working on your craft. Some of you have been working a lot, maybe working from home, With this Three of Pentacles, I feel like you're finding solutions. If someone around you isn't being a very good team player, if they're not putting in the energy, this is the month where it comes back into balance. Because you can see here that there's two people looking up there at a mediator. It could be a therapist, it could be a mentor. Some of you could be talking to a counselor, a real estate advisor, a banker, someone who can help you put maybe a challenging or questioning situation into easier perspective here, or you're able to see it from a new way. I'm getting flexibility is important. For those of you who struggle with maintaining a schedule between maybe children, I feel like that's going to get cleared up here. For others of you, there is definitely an opportunity to work together. This is about collaborating, creating. It is about coming together to create something far better. And if there's someone in your life, whether this is, okay, someone could have a child that went to grief counseling, or a child maybe, you may be talking to someone's principal or the head of a university, because I'm getting here education as well. This could be boss, it could be teacher, there could be some sort of conferences as well. I feel like this is going to help you see things from a new point of view, and it's going to allow you to actually be able to create more balance within the emotions in the home. Okay, so I'm also getting 7th grade. So some of you, you may have a 7th grader. There could be maybe some energy around when you were in 7th grade. Okay, I'm getting 7th grade. Please take that as it resonates. Let's dive in and clarify some of this energy before we move on. I want to take a look at what this 5 of Swords is. What's this conflict, argument? Some of you may not agree with how someone is parenting. You may want someone to step up to the plate. Someone may be a harsh parent. Someone may not be parenting enough. If this doesn't have anything to do with children, I feel like someone is acting very childish and you're kind of sick of it here. I see you're sick of it. However, you are a loving, kind, compassionate, patient person, Pisces. So you want to give this person the benefit of the doubt, but it is testing your limits. Let's take a look here. Yeah, the Death. There could be an ending coming in that you may be resisting. I feel like it's an ending to the situation. Someone around you may have a difficult time walking away or knowing when to walk away. Okay, because we also have, yeah, the 6 of Swords. Both of these cards are in reverse. So someone wants the energy to shift. I feel like it's you, and someone around you, it's like they keep poking. It's like poking the bear, right? That's in the cave just trying to sleep. Someone is reluctant to change their ways, and you're getting fed up and you're getting frustrated. You're wondering and you've been praying for a miracle, for a breakthrough. And for those of you, if you are not in a relationship, this could of course be a family member. It could be someone close to your heart. I'm also getting here that there is a lot of change. There's a lot of transformation happening within you. Allow that change to occur. Sometimes we stay in a comfort zone where our energy has moved on, but we're fighting. There's a little bit of a dissonance happening here because we feel like we must stay because we've always been in that position. But at the same time, our energy is over here. And it's like our energy is looking back at our physical body saying, okay, Pisces, come on, catch up. And so I feel like there's a little bit of that back and forth happening here. Now, how are you feeling? How are you doing? 4 of Pentacles, you just want stability, right? You want someone to pay attention. You want someone to give you their undivided attention. If you're in a partnership, someone may be focused on their phone all the time. It could even be your own children if you have them. It could be that you want to have a family meal together and maybe everyone's just doing their own thing. For others of you, this 4 of Pentacles is showing up here as someone may be withholding affection, okay? They could be withholding some emotions. They may be even giving emotions to someone else. It's like they turn on a light switch at times. They may treat you bad or talk to you in a different tone, but then someone else walks into the room and they're a completely different person is kind of what I'm getting here. You just want to be seen and heard. You don't want to come across as the nag or, demanding someone's time or energy, but you want respect. And I feel like that is what you are demanding, but in a compassionate way, kind of a putting your foot down way, but you want to be seen and heard. You want a little bit of help around the house, I'm getting as well. This could be asking for help. Oh, you may be having an issue with a landlord or a neighbor as well. Someone could be loud and you're getting fed up with it. Maybe you've gone to a landlord. I'm also getting here something with yard work, yard maintenance, someone around the house that may be working on the house or should be or is supposed to be. You may be having a difficult time getting a hold of someone or getting through to someone. I just see you being a little frustrated here because I feel, Pisces, whether you're female or male, I feel like this is your energy, kind of just wanting to be heard. Or maybe someone feels this way about you. Maybe you're the one that feels a little bit distracted and someone is really picking a fight with you because of A, B, or C. Maybe you're on your phone, maybe you're cleaning, maybe you're working, maybe you're focused on, money or other things that are just on your mind and you're not giving the love and attention to the people that are craving it or seeking it. And that's causing a little bit of drama. What you don't see coming again is this wheel. You're going to move past this. So if there was a temper tantrum, an argument, if there was something that, kind of hit the fan, right? I feel like there is a washing away of energy here because I feel good in the month of October, but you're trusting. Trust is required. Someone could even be celebrating the news of a birth. With the sun card showing up here, this is in your environment. Someone may be traveling and being closer to the sun. This is about enjoying life with those that you love. It's good health. It's happiness. You may also have helped someone recover from an illness, from a surgery, from an addiction. The sun card is saying here that things are a lot smoother because someone isn't in physical, emotional, or mental pain, or they are coming out of grief or out of a hard time. I also feel for a lot of you, you could be spending time around children. Maybe you work with them. This could be your own. It could be grandchildren. I also feel that this is spending time with those that you love or connecting to your soul tribe. Now, for those of you that haven't met your soul tribe or you are working on calling in new people, I feel like this is a really good month to do so, but you got to get out there as well. Sign up for that class, go for a walk, go have lunch, whatever it may be, put yourself out there a little bit as well, because I'm getting here nature is very healing for you this month. And then also pay attention to your pets, because your pets might want a little bit of love. You may have felt like you were neglecting pets. Now that's coming up here in the past, which is interesting with that Page of Pentacles. So some of you have had an animal for quite some time. I'm getting like 13 years. Okay, I mean, that is a long time in pet years, I think. But let's see here. In your hopes and fears, 3 of Cups. I mean, look at these girls. They are having a gay old time, right? They are sipping the mimosas. They're out dancing. They're feeling good. However, the fear here is, what if I overdo it? What if I overindulge? What if I make a fool out of myself? What if someone around me can't control themselves? And what if I have to take care or babysit them again, right? For others of you, I feel like you just want to celebrate. You just want to have a little bit of fun in life. Let your hair down. You want to meet your girlfriends or your guy friends. Some of you could be planning a trip as well with the sun card in your environment. So I feel like if you do indulge, you're going to be okay, but as long as it's something in moderation, it's not, every day. Now, if you're dealing with someone who does indulge daily, that could be going against the grain. That could be what you're arguing over. Someone may have an addiction. Someone may drink a lot, smoke, do pills, or take pills. They may also be very lazy in their energy. Maybe they watch a lot of TV or they're a gamer. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those things in moderation, but I do feel here that someone may definitely go to extremes is kind of what I feel here. And that's a fear of yours. You don't want to be with anyone that's dealing with any of that, extreme tendencies. The hope is that you can just celebrate. Live a good life. Share some laughter, share some drinks, meet your people, and just feel good about your world and your life. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? Okay, I've never got this before. Someone may spend a lot of money at a male establishment. Okay, you may find that someone went to a male establishment. So I hope you're getting my drift here. But I feel like that could have been a conflict for someone, or there could have been a few people involved, or that could be a fear of yours, because maybe that did happen in the past. Please take that as it resonates. It doesn't mean cheating, but I feel like there is something tied to that in the arguments as well. Third party drinking, or it could even be someone's sister, someone's family member getting in the mix here, because this can be a little bit of a love triangle here. Now, your final outcome is the Five of Cups. So it could be grieving some sort of a loss, but the Five of Cups is showing up in reverse. So I like that we're starting with the 5 and ending with the 5. Not that I love it, because 5s can be challenging, but I like that they're coming together. 5 and 5 equal 10, which is more of a balance, and it's endings bringing in new beginnings. 10s are all about ending a situation, but there could still be a little bit of grieving for some of you. There was an emotional loss of a family member who may have actually overdosed, okay, or someone may have died from alcoholism or something within the liver, okay, or it could have been a quick death. I also feel here, for those of you that have dealt with heartbreak or loss, you're completing a cycle of grief. Even if this has been 5 years, maybe you've been divorced for 5 years or 10 years, or there was some sort of loss a while ago, or maybe it was 10 months ago. It is a process, and no one can tell you how long it takes to grieve, because it's something that you always carry with you. But as the days go on, it tends to get lighter and lighter. At least hopefully it does for you. But I'm getting here with this lasting commitment. This is about you committing to a new path. That's what I feel is happening here. Committing to a new path, whether it's with someone or not. I feel like you're committing here to a life that's more balanced, a life that's more harmonious, even if that means that you have to let go of, relationships or patterns or habits in order to live a better life, regardless of how difficult it is. That's what you're moving forward in here, Pisces, with the wheel. I'm going to clarify this 5 of Cups as your final outcome. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Look at this. You have the Sun showing up twice. If you release this, or if this is something you have grieved and you're ready to move on from, you have the Sun card coming in. Again, you have the Emperor and you have the 8 of Cups, all clarifying this 5 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is shaking up that routine because it's become too stagnant. Someone has relied too heavily on something, a person, place, or thing, or they were very stuck in their emotions. And I feel like you're shaking that up a little bit in order to head towards your sunshine. So again, even though there can be a lot of conflict, a lot of arguments or strife, the energy I'm getting here is that of, and this has been coming up for a lot of readings, I feel like a lot of people in October are just saying, nope, not my monkey, not my circus, right? You're taking a look at, in this case, not my dishes, not my sink. You can see here that there's a whole lot of dishes there. And I feel like you are ready to walk away. Instead of always doing the darn dishes that aren't even yours, right? You're saying, you know what? I'm going to leave that sink and I'm going to move on and I'll do my own darn dishes. So I feel like you're shaking up that routine. It's going to lead to a lot more sun and really stepping into your power. Put your foot down here. Set a healthy boundary. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. In fact, you're a wonderful leader here, Pisces. A leader in many different things. Some of you, this has to do with a father, a partner. Okay, this has to do with you really stepping into your authority. And I feel like it's going to pay off in instrumental ways, starting with this month. All right, let's take a look and get a message from the Crystal Spirit Oracle deck. What do we have here, please, for Pisces in matters of the heart for October 2023? You have Pedalite, card 42. Some of you may be 42 years old. You may be in a life path. You may be a life path 6 or in a 6 personal year. And 6 is also that lover's energy as well. So choices from the heart. Now, pedalite is all about witnessing. It's the observer, an ability to detach the impersonal quality of the universe. Sometimes life, Pisces, feels too close for comfort. Decisions are difficult to make when you're taking life so personally. This is particularly true for empaths and sensitives. When pedalite spirit arrives, it's here to give you the ability to step back and observe with detachment and neutrality. There is a place within you that allows you to observe without emotion. See the world with the perspective of acceptance, trying to change not what you see as external to you, but rather the lens through which you perceive it. Now is the time to step back and observe what is in front of you. Are you reacting to something that is triggering you, or are you overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information that you need to process and the time required to sort things out? Pedalite spirit reminds you that a clear, detached manner will empower you to understand the true nature of what is in front of you now and to take your next steps in your own time. And we just talked about that as well, timing. And things are moving forward here for you. So when it does come to relationships, for those of you where you are dealing with someone close to your heart, there are times when you are emotionally too close to a situation to come to a real conclusion. It's also possible that what is really going on can't be seen by analyzing the details and guessing at the motives, because that may be what you're doing here with the moon. For someone else's behaviors may be triggering you. Right now, the way forward is to step back, do nothing, and observe the dynamic between you and another person. Soon, everything will become clear with that moon card. Yes, it will. As you find that you didn't really need to do anything too much to change. It has a life of its own, and it's offering you a valuable lesson. Sometimes we want to fix something right away when all we are invited to do is to hold space and listen. Yeah, exactly. That could be why there's this back and forth as well, because sometimes we listen to respond instead of listening to understand. So what that means is when you're in the middle of a conversation, a lot of times before someone even finishes their words, we are immediately thinking of how we are going to respond to the situation instead of listening to them. Maybe they don't even want you to respond. Maybe something they are saying triggers you and it actually fires and amplifies the conversation. And before you know it, both of you are fighting about something that it's not even between the both of you, right? So just kind of taking a look and seeing it from a new perspective can actually help that wheel go, move forward. So I hope this resonates for you. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most, Pisces. It also helps the channel grow. If you're vibing with the energy here and haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so very much, Pisces, for spending your precious time and energy here today. Lots of love.